Hi, I am Doni.
And I am Maria. And welcome to this virtual tour.
Yes. Today we will have a tour on financial instruments.
Are you ready? Let's go.
Before we proceed, let us know first what is the meaning of financial instrument, according to International Accounting Standards or IAS. Financial instrument is any contract that gives rise to a financial asset of one entity and a financial liability of equity instruments of another entity. It is a monetary contract created by two or more parties which can be transferred, traded, modified and settled with cash. There are different types of financial instruments and we are going to see some of them today.
Let us start with the monetary instruments. Monetary instruments are products provided by banks and include cashier's checks, traveler's checks, and money orders. Monetary instruments are typically purchased to pay for commercial or personal transactions and, in the case of traveler's checks, as a form of stored value for future purchases. Let's go and see some examples of monetary instruments. Let's begin our first stop here in cash room. Cash in its physical form is the simplest, most broadly accepted and reliable form of payment. In physical cash form we have coins and paper bills available. Like these. For more information on physical cash, let's watch this video.
Ang 20 piso New Generation Currency Coin. Tampok si Manuel L. Quezon, ang unang Pangulo ng Philippine Commonwealth, nagsulong ng paggamit ng wikang pambansa, nagbuo ng National Economic Council, at nagsikap na makamit muli ang kalayaan ng Republika ng Pilipinas. Mayroon itong microtext, yearmark, at mintmark na baybayin ng pantig na P. Sa gilid ng barya, nakaukit ang mga titik na BSP sa 6 na anggulo. Sa likod ng barya naman, matatagpuan ang logo ng BSP. Ang Palasyo ng Malacanang, opisyal na tirahan ng Pangulo ng Pilipinas. At ang NILAD, katutubong halaman na pinaniniwalaang pinagmulan ng ngalan ng kabisera ng bansa. Ang Maynila, ang mga hugis bituing bulaklak ng NILAD ay sinasabing dating sagana sa pampang ng Ilog Pasig, kung saan matatagpuan ang Palasyo ng Malacanang, ang 20 piso coin. Bagong denominasyong bahagi ng New Generation Currency Coin Series. Tampok din ang pinahusay na 5 piso. Baryang kayamanan, gamitin at ingatan.
Ang ating salapi ay bahagi ng paghabi ng ating kasaysayan. Nasa hibla nito ang kultura at likas na yaman ng ating bayan. Sa paglipas ng panahon, nagbabago ang disenyo ng ating salapi na sumasalamin sa mahahalagang tagpo at makabuluhang kwento ng mga Pilipino. Patuloy ring pinaghuhusay ang mga katangian at security features ng ating salapi gamit ang makabagong teknolohiya. Ngayong 2020, layon ng Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas na mas mapahusay ang seguridad ng ating salapi at maging mas madali ang paggamit nito ng mga Pilipino. Tampok ang Enhanced New Generation Currency Banknote Series. Ang mga bagong security threads ay may disenyo na hango sa mga katutubong habi mula sa iba't ibang panig ng bansa. Ang mga enhanced security threads na ito ay may dynamic movements at color shifting feature na makatutulong sa pagkilatis ng bawat denominasyon. Nagtataglay din ng mga ito ng salit-salit na imprenta ng BSP at halaga ng denominasyon. Para sa 1,000 piso, ang nakaimprentang denominasyon ay nagbabago ng kulay mula berde papuntang magenta kapag tiningnan sa iba't ibang anggulo. Para naman sa 500 piso, ang markang hango sa watawat ng Pilipinas ay nagbabago ng kulay mula ginto papuntang berde. Ang mga nakaalsang marka na ito ay nagsisilbing gabay para sa mga may malalabo o mahinang paningin. Nagbabago ang dami ng marka sa bawat denominasyon. 2 guhit sa 50 piso, 4 na guhit sa 100 piso, 6 na guhit sa 200 piso, 8 guhit sa 500 piso, at 10 guhit sa 1,000 piso. Para sa 1,000 piso at 500 piso, ang mga nakaimprentang denominasyon sa kaliwang sulok ng salapi ay may rolling bar effect kapag itinagilid. Upang matukoy na genuine ang hawak na salapi, gawin lamang ang feel, look, tilt method. Sa Latin, tignan at itagilid ang hawak na salapi upang masuri ang iba't ibang security features nito. Ang Enhanced NGC Banknotes, salaping kayamanan, hinabi ng kultura at kasaysayan.
Thank you for watching. That are some of the coins and paper bills that exist today. Now let's proceed to the checks room. Tony will be with you there.
Thank you, Maria. Here's our checks room. Let us know first what is checks in financial instruments. A check is a written, dated, and signed instrument that directs a bank to pay a specific sum of money to the bearer. It is another way to instruct a bank to transfer funds from the payer's account to the payee or that person's account. First, let's talk about the anatomy of check. The standard size of checks is 8 inches. And it should have the following details such as date, name of the payee, amount in figures, signature of the drawer, account name, account number, and check number, with magnetic ink character recognition or also known as MICR. Now, let me show you the different type of checks and what they look like. The first type of checks we want to show you is the bearer's checks, which are payable to whoever is the holder, and the payee is not named. Example is, if the check is payable to cash. Another one is the personal or self-check, which check is payable to the drawer himself. Like this one, which name of the owner and the payee's name are the same. The next one is the cross-check, one containing parallel lines in which the payee's name is found, and could not be presented for payment other than the person whose name is written within the parallel lines. As an example, take a look at this check. On the left upper side, you can see 2 parallel lines. This is an example of cross-check. A cashier's check is a check guaranteed by a bank, drawn on the bank's own funds and signed by a cashier. Cashier's checks are treated as guaranteed funds because the bank, rather than the purchaser, is responsible for paying the amount. This is an example of cashier's check. Since we are in the digital age, e-checks, or electronics checks also exist. It is found in the computer in electronic format with the same legal implications. Another one is the money order checks. It is usually practiced in the postal service. And once the money order is received by the intended recipient or payee, he can have it exchanged for cash. This is what it looks like. In addition, we have here the ante or post-date checks. It usually issued on a particular date, but the date is found in the check itself could be prior to or after the date of actual issuance. This is an example of ante or post-dated checks. Familiar with giant checks? The next type of check is the giant check. Which type of check that you see on TV carried by a person who just won the game? The person will receive the actual cash represented by the check. Like this one. Don't forget that checks can be defected too. Like this one. This is the type of checks that are those like that of a stale check or mutilated, which the bank may dishonor or ask for reconfirmation. That are some of the examples of checks that you can find here in the checks room. Since we are done here, you can now proceed to the plastic money room. Maria is waiting for you in there.
Hi. I'm back. You are now in the plastic money room. What does plastic money mean? Plastic money is a thin card that contains identification information such as a signature or picture, and authorizes the card holder to charge purchases or services to the card holder's account. The main advantage of plastic money is that it avoids the necessity to carry huge cash and is also difficult to mutilate. The first example of plastic money is the cash card. Cash card allows you to withdraw money directly from your bank via authorized teller machine or ATM. But it will not allow the holder to purchase anything directly with it. This is a sample image of a cash card. The next one is the debit card. Debit card is a type of card will directly debit money from your bank account and can be used to purchase goods and services. It has the same physical features with cash card, but it lost labeled as debit on the right side. Credit card is also a plastic money. This card permits the card holder to withdraw cash from an ATM and allows the user to purchase goods and services directly. But unlike a cash card, the money is basically a high-interest loan to the cardholder. Although the cardholder can avoid any interest charges by paying the balance off in full each month. The last type of plastic card that we have here is the prepaid card. As the name suggests, the user will add credit to the card themselves, and will not exceed that amount. These are usually reusable. However, some cards, usually marketed as gift cards, are not reusable, and once the credit has been spent they are disposed of. Prepaid card looks like this. And that's all the plastic cards we have here. There are 2 more rooms that you should go before we end this virtual tour in monetary financial instruments. You can now go with Donnie to the digital money room.
Great. You're here already. Welcome to the digital money room. Do you know what digital money is? Digital money is a form of currency that is available only in digital or electronic form. Cryptocurrency is a sample of digital money. And it is digital money created from code. It is an encrypted string of data or hash, encoded to signify one unit of currency. Let me show you some types of cryptocurrency. And they are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Cardano. Bitcoins aim to be a daily used currency that can be used all over the world. Rather than using physical bills or coins, Bitcoins are stored in virtual wallets on your PC or smartphone, and can be used to buy products and services globally. Ethereum aims to be a decentralized suite of financial products that can be used by anyone and from anywhere. Ethereum is second only to Bitcoin in market capitalization. Litecoin is sometimes called silver to Bitcoin's golds. Litecoin aims to be a decentralized global payment network just like BTC, but with faster transactions. Cardano is a public blockchain platform. It is open source and decentralized, with consensus achieved using proof of stake. And it can facilitate peer-to-peer transactions with its internal cryptocurrency. Cardano, sometimes to be referred as Ethereum killer, that aims to be world financial operating system, like ETH or Ethereum, but also providing solutions for voter fraud, legal contract tracing and many more. What we presented are some examples of cryptocurrencies that are available in the market. That will be all for the Digital Money Room. Let's join Maria in the next room.
We are almost done. Before we end this virtual tour, we want to share a short video that we found about investment instruments. This will give you an idea about the investments. And here it is.
What are the financial instruments traded in the stock market? स्टॉक मार्केट में कई तरह के फाइनेंशियल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स ट्रेड होते हैं. चेक आउट 4 ऑफ देम. नंबर 1, स्टॉक्स. स्टॉक्स में इन्वेस्ट करके आप कंपनी के बिजनेस में इन्वेस्ट करते हो, लेकिन स्टॉक्स के प्राइस फ्लक्चुएशन से भी ट्रेडर्स मेक प्रॉफिट. इस फ्लक्चुएशन को वोलेटिलिटी बोलते हैं. स्टॉक्स में मार्केट एक्सपोजर से रिस्क तो होती है, लेकिन इन पर रिटर्न रेट्स भी सॉलिड होते हैं, एवरेजिंग एट 16%. नंबर 2, म्यूचुअल फंड्स. म्यूचुअल फंड्स बेसिकली स्टॉक्स की एक बास्केट की तरह हैं. म्यूचुअल फंड्स एक्टिवली मैनेज्ड हो सकते हैं या फिर पैसिवली मैनेज्ड, ये डिसाइड करता है इनका मेंटेनेंस चार्ज. म्यूचुअल फंड्स जनरली डाइवर्सिफाइड होते हैं, इसलिए ये इक्विटी मार्केट की ग्रोथ लोअर रिस्क एक्सपोजर पर देते हैं. नंबर 3, बॉन्ड्स. बॉन्ड्स लो रिस्क इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स होते हैं. इनमें इंटरेस्ट के थ्रू रिटर्न्स मिलते हैं. वैसे ये रेट्स फ्लक्चुएट हो सकते हैं, लेकिन दे नेवर फॉल बिलो द रेट एट विच बॉन्ड्स आर इश्यूड. इनका रिटर्न रेट स्टॉक्स और म्यूचुअल फंड से कम होता है. एंड लास्टली नंबर 4, डेरिवेटिव्स. ये बेसिकली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स होते हैं जो 2 टाइप्स के होते हैं, ऑप्शंस और फ्यूचर्स. ये परचेस करके आप कोई सिक्योरिटी किसी फिक्स्ड प्राइस पर फ्यूचर में बाय या सेल कर सकते हो. While futures obligate you to make the transaction, options don't. Trading in derivatives requires some expertise in markets. So do some research before trading them. Millions of investors trade with these instruments every day. To know more, log on to
That's the end of our virtual tour for today. In financial instruments.
We hope that you learned something from this virtual tour, and that will be all for now. We hope to see you again. And have a great day ahead.